It's the worst time of the season, the most stressful time of the year. Welcome back, guys, to the finale, guaranteed, of this Grimsby Town to Glory Season 2, as we will go into Season 3, but hopefully in the division above, as yes, it is the playoffs. If you haven't seen the last episode, I've already spoiled it by telling you that, but it was a whirlwind of events in the league finale. But we move on to the playoffs today, as they haven't been settled yet. We have Ipswich Town in 2 legs, then either of Wycombe and Hull in the other. Smash a like if you're excited. This deems our fate in which league we are going to be in next year. And I'm going to get into the press conference to look at some signings, but then again, I don't know if I'll be able to make them, because I don't know what division I'm going to be in next year. The first one is from Brooklyn Players. Look at Rolando Ammons, should be a free agent too. I will do that. I think he's actually at Wycombe, who are just above us, but they're in the playoffs as well, so if we beat them, we could rob Wycombe players. Of course, top of the league for a long time, really good squad, so we could do with some of their players. That's just a theory. Is Harrison Bailey, do you think he'll get promoted this season? I bloody well hope so. We've only got 3 games, which will all be today to try and decide it. I think we've had a good run against Ipswich. No, we actually haven't. We've lost and drawn to them. And it's Wycombe we've had a good run against, so if we can beat Ipswich, I've got a good feeling. And of course, could be Hull City as well. There's another transfer thing from Attila saying, sign the right back Powell, the Jamaican. I will have a look at him. It would be good to link up to Fisher, the other Jamaican who we have out on loan next season. Definitely one for the shortlist. Oh, and the nerves are kicking in. Got a lot of training before that day. Got everyone on development plans, trying to improve them for next season. But then again, if we don't go up, I think most of us players might decide to leave, because of course they are too good for this league. As how much are we getting from the board for this? As there we go, Ipswich, the cup. It's classed as a cup, the playoffs. I don't get it. As we have 1 million, that hopefully increases next year when it's our transfer budget. As we're away from home in the first one, I think it's going to be difficult. It's Ipswich Town. We've struggled against them, and it has been ever so strenuous picking this team, but I think I might have nailed it. It was a huge decision up front, which I've made not lightly, with McEwen in goal. Hendry's going to operate at right back, still might move him on with Pollock, Nightingale and Josh Doig. McEachran in CDM, Clifton and Conley either side, with Max Wright, 70 rated Garcia and Josh Martin on the left. Please, boys, let's go to Portman Road and put a decent shift in. And I'm shuddering already. This is a big game. Sears, the captain, their top scorer as well, just got player of the month. Gonna have to watch out for him. And let's have a look at Ipswich's team. Please be weak. Holly, Vincent, Young, Nasala, Ethers and Kenlock, I think, is the starting defence. Although I don't see Ethers in there usually, with Hughes, Bishop and John Nolan in midfield. That's very strong with Edwards, Norwood and Sears, the usual 3 up front. So it is the lineup they usually play, the lineup that usually beats us. So got to be careful. Got to try and win. And Nolan on to Hughes. Oh, this is Sears. I do not want him getting a look in this game. Great tackle from Matty Pollock from the wrong side, as we need to get to the right side. It's Ipswich starting with a little bit of the ball, but not enough to threaten, as that is a great ball through to Garcia. Please, early lead, Raul. That would do us good, and it's gone in! We lead with an away goal at Ipswich straight away. The team we have struggled against, we batter in the first 10 minutes. Okay, maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. We've scored, but we haven't been battering them. It's our first chance, first goal, first shot of the game. I think it's Holly, the keeper's going to be disappointed with that. Straight across him, straight across the defender as well, and 1-0 us. Main thing here, though, is we do not concede straight away and keep it. Not complacent, as McEwen makes a great save with his thigh. It's going to be a corner ball, though, for Bishop to whip in. John Bishop good at deliveries. Not this time, though, as Max Wright. Come on, travel. Chip over the top to Conley. It's a good chip. Garcia makes a good run. They've sent all the players forward really early on. No, they've got Nasala stepping back, or Vincent Young, should I say, as Garcia does beat him for pace somehow. Going to look back in the middle. Give it to Conley, who's give it to Wright. Oh, and the last pass wasn't good enough. It was a good decision as well with Garcia, I think, up front, doing all the work himself. And of course, it might have been long if I would have pondered a bit longer, as Norwood has the ball right here, goes in the middle. Harry Clifton easily intercepts up to Garcia, and we've got a run on from Michael Conley. Will it get over the top? It won't. And Freddie Sears on it again. Now I've learnt his first name. Good tackle on Norwood there, as well as Matty Pollock's going to run quite a distance. Give it to Connolly now. We have players forward. It's Connolly on the ball. Garcia Just not getting this final pass right. And Freddie Sears with the ball cuts inside of us. Still running. Pollock, though, comes across for a good tackle. Goes to nutmeg the man. And I didn't want him to try and do that. I wanted him to get the ball away as all. Couple of chances at the end of this first half for Ipswich. Don't like this. As I've got the ball up, though, to Max right around the corner to Harry Clifton. Garcia making a run. I'm going to avoid that, though. And now I'm going to go through the middle to McEachran. It's a bit far on. But when the keeper picks this up and whacks it, I think it's going to be half-time. So 1-0 at the break. Is the referee going to blow the whistle? There we go. 1-0 at the break is good enough, in my opinion. A really early goal, which has really shafted Ipswich a bit. They just can't get back into it. A lot of possession. Of course, we're away from home, and we play with less possession. That is the Grimsby way in this series, as I'm not going to change the team as well, and go into the second half, as we really could do with the win here. Clifton into right. If we get another goal, honestly, I would be so happy going into the home leg. I mean, we have had a bit of a drop at Blundell Park, but still, it would be huge as McEachran has the ball here. Going to go out wide to Doig. Went for Martin, but Doig's going to run round Martin, run round everyone, put a ball into the middle. Garcia not in front of his man, but kept by Wright into Harry Clifton. Max Wright with the ball again, still going Max Wright, puts a ball in the box and Nasala away. Quite a bright start to the second half, I think, as it's gone in the middle to McEachran as well, to the side of him in Connolly. Martin through that gap, it's great. Vincent Young should be getting that, but he doesn't. Martin likes a shot on the angle, but only stings the gloves of Holly. Feel like we need another goal as well, because you know what we're like. We always concede. Never have clean sheets when we're away from home, especially. So we've got to get this second goal, because I've got a feeling it will be 2-1 or 1-1 or even 2-1 to them if we're not careful, as the ball's gone through to Freddie Sears. And he should have done better. Bishop with the ball out wide to Edwards here. Oh, he's dancing around as Edwards. We've got the ball, though, in the middle to Pollock, as McEwen does turn out himself. Gives it to Connolly, back to Martin. Now on Connolly, chips it over the top, looking for Raul Garcia. Loves a pass to him, and we are all over them in terms of shots now. No handball called, which I thought we might have done in the last 20 minutes of the game. Still got to try and keep a clean sheet. That's the most important thing now, because we do only have a 1-0 lead. I don't like it this way. Boys, come on. As Martin made a good run there, stopped. As Garcia's going to turn and give it into Harry Clifton. Max Wright on the overlap. Go on, Max Wright. You've got a ball in the middle as well to Garcia. No handball given. But it is! When the ball goes out of play, it's harsh. It is very harsh to get a penalty given against you in a playoff final for handball. But it's true, and it happened. Let's have a look. Yep, handball. Stuma's going to come on for Connolly as well. Got to rest for the next leg. They're even resting Freddie Sears, as they're putting a youth player on, I think, by the tucked-in shirt. Can't get ahead of myself. We have not scored the penalty yet. That's who's stepping up. It's going to be Raul Garcia to put it in that bottom corner. Only joking, down the middle. And it's a good job I changed, because it's gone down the middle and into the back of the net. Raul Garcia with a brace to surely, hopefully, see us off in the playoff semi-finals. It's definitely done the first leg, I think. There's no comeback for Ipswich. They don't look like coming back, as Tunnicliffe's going to come on as well. Straight down the middle. It is so good that I changed last minute. That last minute change may have got us to the final, and may have got us promotion. And Ostuma doing a bit of tackling forward. Ostuma, you've done nothing all season but missed chances, but he's made a great tackle on the defender here. Tries to go past him, does go past him, has a shot. Oh, and Holly saves again. I am going to rest Garcia now, because I think he's warranted to start in the next game. Long to come on. Long likes a goal off the bench. It just goes over him from the corner. And we should have this game wrapped up, I think. Vincent Young gives the ball out to Edwards. Doig gets a little tag on it, but still just a little bit of added time, as I think that will tick down, and that will be referee, come on, blow that whistle. It's Bishop on the ball, but he does blow the final whistle. Halfway there, living on a prayer that we beat Ipswich in the next game, because that is a huge 2-0 away from home victory. And second leg straight up. The final, if we get there, hopefully we get there, is going to be the biggest thing, as it's talking about how unlikely we are to get the progress with a youth player. We've got this academy growing like mad. No players there as a good example, because they all look terrible. But then we've got Brandon Pope sitting in them, ready to come up. 66 rated now at 15. And we've got Connolly playing out of his skin, so be a bit nicer board, as McEwen is in goal. Hendry, Pollock, Nightingale and Doig in the defence, with McEachran, Clifton and Connolly in the midfield. Right to Garcia and Martin up front. With Doig, literally, he's 2 ratings off being a gold card in FIFA. And he better be shiny if he's in Ultimate Team, sorry, as what a player he has been. We need to keep holding him for next year, though. And And there's our team. The last look at the heroes as they fight in this semi-final. But I want to see their team. I want to see if they're going to make any changes after the defeat. We've done the hard work ourselves, but you never know if they're going to change it to try and surprise us now. So it's Holly, Vincent Young, Nasala, Chambers back in. I thought it would be with Kenlock in the defence. Hugh, Nolan and Dozzle. Who's he replaced? I can't remember who he's really replaced in that middle. With Edwards, Norwood and Sears. So it's the same attacking three which didn't score. And they've changed the defence up. I don't know why Chambers didn't play the first game. Because I knew he was the captain of Ipswich and I knew he was a great player. So now they have him in, it might be harder for us to score. Got to, maybe a bit negative, but got to sit on this lead. So we might actually have less possession than we did in the first game. Can't let them have an early goal like we did. But we're still going to break, of course. Still going to go for more goals as Clifton chips that through. Not a good one. Forced to Clifton again and can't control. And he wins it back in the midfield literally seconds later. Just falls to him as Connolly is making that run. He's got a big defender at the side of him who is probably not going to be able to get past, but win a corner off. Yes, he has. I thought he wasn't going to give it then as McEachran's going to deliver it in. Good run from Garcia, but it's straight to Holly. And Josh McEachran on the ball here. Oh, charging through the middle. It's a great run from Josh McEachran. He's got men arriving in the middle as well now. Josh McEachran with the ball in to Garcia. I wish it would have hit the man behind him, but not going to complain because Clifton's going to miss. And it has been what we want it to be. A rather slow game, not giving them any chances as all. It almost fell to one of them there. Can't get the header on it again as it's gone to Dozzle. Just if they score before half-time, that will really put me off as Hughes puts it in the middle to Norwood. Good one too, and McEwen has to make a save. Great shot that one, and it shows that Ipswich are capable of growing and getting back into this game when they choose to do so. But for now, I would take this result as it is. Dozzle again who gives it to Norwood. Norwood's actually got passes and he's put it in the bottom corner. That is poor defending from Captain Nightingale, who's been good season round. But when it comes to playing at Blundell Park, Norwood is in town. Literally, in Grimsby town. And puts a goal past us. Can't be conceding like that. It's a great turn. But Nightingale should not let him get that shot off. Runs past him as he puts it behind him into the back of the net. And I hope to God that is a consolation goal because I really don't want penalties and extra time when we've got another playoff game to go and a roundup of the season on a whole, as we just need to try and park this bus because Oliver Norwood I think it's Oliver, or it might be James Norwood, causing us so many problems. This guy as well, Dozzle, who's come on for this game, didn't play the last one, doing a lot as he gives it to Sears down the line. Pollock, great tackle, going to fall back to him, and McEwen dives on it. Oh my days, and this has been Ipswich's half of football. They're really starting to dominate now, and I don't like it at all as Sears has to give it back to Dozzle. A little skill past us as Dozzle still keeps it, gives it to Norwood across the box. McEwen with a really close save, and he's keeping us in it. The keeper who we said we might need to scrap, as we are literally scrapping ourselves for a result. Even in the first half, it's got to be better in the second. As the referee blows the whistle there, which I don't expect because it's on the edge of our box, as we are trailing to Ipswich. But funnily enough, I will take this defeat all day long because it means we still win on aggregate. Just got to keep it at 1. And Max Wright on it in the second half. Righty, no, you can't be losing it. We've just got to keep the ball really well when we keep it. It's got to be a good tackle. No misplaced passes, as that's a great pass over to Max Wright, and Holly saves. Definitely better than the first half already, and better than the first game, I'd say, even though we are behind. A lot more entertainment in this one as Nasala passing it across the box. Boys, get out and put the pressure on. If we nick it there, we've scored. However, we don't put the pressure on, but we do have the ball in a good position. Garcia, push your man, Luke Chambers. I think if that were the other defender, I think it's like Etherix or something, we would have got that ball. So it proves how big of a change the captain back in the team has made. We just cannot score, as they look like scoring more and more. It's on to Nolan, into Norwood. Need to shut that ball across, but it's gone through to Maka. And Aguimont on the ball, on the wing. Oh dear, he's danced past us. I don't like that. Don't let Ipswich score again. I can't deal with the pressure it will put me under. Martin to keep the ball inside here. Just got to run forward now, as we've always been above Ipswich in the league. This shouldn't be as tight as it is. As Connolly now charging away. Garcia making a good run through the middle. He's going to get this ball. He's going to take one touch. He's going to strike it. And he's put it over the bar. Poor from him. Incredibly poor. Still haven't put Long on though. I'm waiting for that quick sub. And of course, I might want to save Long a little bit for the final if Garcia doesn't step this up. Long may play it as Clifton does have the ball though. What's he going to try and do here? Force it through his man. It does reach Garcia, but their tackling's amazing. And drop. Everybody just drop. Where is our midfield? McEachran, get back here. Not going to run my players out at all, like I commonly do. As McEachran's made a good interception as well. That's why you were far forward, because you were going to get the ball there. As he's passed it on to Garcia. Garcia still running. Goes to cut inside. Goes to lay it off to Connolly. And that should have been it wrapped up. And even weirder, Sears has come off for this Aguemon. I didn't even know Sears had come off. As he's actually played well, this guy, since he's come on. Got to keep him out. Of course, they have a lifeline with it only being 1-0. And us not have scored yet. It's into Nolan. Onto Dozzle. Boys, keep this out. Oh, it goes across the box. And we were very lucky. Ball still at Norwood. Into the box. And oh, it's over. From Vincent Young, the right back in the area. We live another day. And their keeper has the ball at 2 added minutes. If they would have scored that last chance, of course, we would have been going to penalties by now. As, oh no, Dozzle has run the show today, and Hendry with a little mistake. It's gone out of play, and the referee blows the final whistle as we are through to the playoff final. Very, very luckily though. Ipswich, commiserations, you put up a hell of a fight late on. Of course, they did win the game at Blundell Park, but we win it overall with a aggregate victory. And of course, even if we would have lost that game, we wouldn't have been out of it. Would have gone to penalties as, oh my days, it is Hull City in the playoff final. This could have not gone better. Wimbledon have bottled it. They were top of the league all year round and have bottled it. Hull win on penalties against Wickham after a 3-3 aggregate game, and they see us in the final. Hull have been scoring goals. I think we've drawn with them and beat them this season. It's at Wembley as well. It is at neutral. And of course, it's a derby if I didn't mention. And also, before this final goes and takes place, we have a player running out of contract at the club. The only one I have not renewed, and they only signed him on a little one-year contract, is Aaron Odzuma. And I have decided right now, although he's played a couple of decent games, missed a lot of chances, and in that midfield role, if we get into the championship, I think we'll improve on him. So I think I'm going to let him go. And of course, we've got Brandon Pope as well, who's just increasing by the second in this game. Literally in-game seconds, not even real life. Is increasing all the time, learning the new positions and everything. As boys, this is the most vital game. If we don't win this, I see half of this team leaving, like Brentford's did a little bit in real life. I can see when Pope comes into the team himself, if I don't stutter, I think he will leave us because he can move on to better things. Doig's going to go, Martin's going to go, Garcia's going to go. They're high rated for this league. So yes, this is the biggest game in the series as well. Can win as a trophy if we win it. With McEwen, Hendry, Pollock, Nightingale and Doig in the defence. McEachran in CDM with Clifton and Connolly, the youth player who only got in the team halfway through the season, starting with Wright. Garcia gets the nod. I'm going to trust him. And Martin on the wing, the player of the season. And on paper, this definitely should be our victory. We were third in the playoffs most of the year. These just snuck into it in 6. As there it is, Wembley Stadium in London. Both travelling down from up north down to Wembley to play this game. Of course, you can see the Grimsby fans at one side, the Hull at other, and the trophy, the League One playoff trophy right there. Of course, we came second last year. We did not get a trophy for coming second. We probably got some medals, but this is what it is down for. They did not win their playoff game, so that gives me a bit of faith. Of course, we only just got a draw 3-3 against them last time, and we beat them the time before. Hull City versus Grimsby Town. Wembley playoff final. And Hull line up as follows. Matt Ingram in net instead of Long. Coyle, McLoughlin, Burke and Elder. I don't think they played them against us last time. Smallwood's great. Sheaf is a rotational player for them. And Honeyman with Wilkes Scott and Lewis Potter's back in the lineup. Honeyman and Wilkes. They are going to be the danger men. Tom Eves dropped as well. He usually plays the last couple of games, but we can't think about what happened last time. We think about the result at the end of the game. As Hendry starts us off, goes to Max Wright into Clifton. Kept the ball from kickoff very well. Got a run on from Connolly and I thought we were going to be in then. Hate the reflection from the Wembley Arch as well on the field. I get it. Want to be realistic, but just keep it off as Garcia. Keep him in. It's a great run. Garcia. Oh, it's already 1-0. 6 minutes into the game, and we lead in the playoff final. At the moment, we're going to the championship. Oh, my days. How has that happened straight away? How has that happened straight away? That must be the quickest goal in final history. Great ball through. Burke not close enough. And Matt Ingram as well. We lead at Wembley. And like many teams in playoff finals and FA Cup finals, you know a lead cannot just be guaranteed, as that even rhymed, as it's Scott on the ball, puts it through to Honeyman. Oh, and Sheaf was almost through. Hull City with an instant reply, but not going in as of yet, as Conley has a good run on there. Oh, Clifton pass it to the man, as it's still gone to Garcia. Chip that over the top. That was meant for Maxi Wright. And Luke Hendrick with a ball into Harry Clifton, onto Josh McEachran. Raul Garcia now. Chip that over the top. That's a good ball into Josh Martin. Martin, can he get an assist in this game? It's a good ball. Burke gets it away. Reece Burke's very high rated in this league. Maybe one we could take ourselves, of course, if we beat them as Conley. Going to try and beat the keeper from outside of the box. Kyle Scott, though, on the ball into George Honeyman. Great 1-2 that. Got to come across Hendry. Has got a man outside of Hendry. Great tackle, though, which may well be his finale performance. Not just the finale of this season, but he may go after this season. Luke Hendry, you've been a great servant. 6 years at Grimsby Town, but I think it's improvements we need, as that's a great ball into Clifton. He's going nowhere. Oh, and I thought McLuhan had put the ball in his own net there. Harry Clifton, the youth player through and through, wants a goal in this game. And that's a great ball into Garcia. It falls for him again, and Garcia has 2 in the first half as we double the advantage at Wembley Stadium. I said, the last game, Long may play. No, Garcia plays, and he runs the show. It's a terrible touch from the defender. Straight back to Garcia, who missed the initial chance and slotted home. Grimsby Town 2, Hull City 0. I think I love the guy. I seriously do, as I haven't seen a collapse like this from Hull City since they got relegated, as they've still got the ball as well. In the middle to Honeyman. Honeyman with a good skill, though, and Lewis Potter does use his magic. Harry Potter link there to get them a goal back. I need to focus. Yeah, the Hull City fans will be going mental after that one. Get away from the camera. You're only level, or not even level, they're behind still. As yeah, good finish. I mean, could have kept him offside. It's Max Wright, not even Hendry, the defender. It's Wright, the winger, who keeps him onside. McEwen just goes the wrong way, and it's 2-1. And a header from Harry Clifton at the end of the first half. It would be good if you could extend our lead again. Imagine if Harry Clifton gets a goal. He deserves one in this game. First half, he's been man of the match. Yes, Garcia scored a brace, but Harry Clifton has been running the show from the centre of the park. The Grimsby Town youth player, like I said previously. That's a great ball onto Lewis Potter. Pollock's going to get himself into the book as well, as they do blow the half-time whistle. That will play it down the middle for Hull, but we are a goal up. It just works as scales, as I hope we can keep this 2-1. Not convincing, but would be at the end of 45 minutes. Oh, and what? What a poor ball from a Hull City player. Garcia for a hat-trick. I should have took it closer. I am astounded by the mistake they made there. I did not expect them to go back, and I did not expect them to miss the ball as well. What a poor ball. What a misplaced ball. Still got a corner, though, as Garcia can't win it. I really should have punished them there. I was just bewildered that they gave the ball away. Just one of them chances you don't expect and you don't do well with. But we have still got the ball from the chance. They haven't touched it since, as Connolly's running across. Connolly with the shot, and it's blocked. They completely caught me off guard, as that's chip over to Keane Lewis Potter. In the middle now to Honeyman. Oh dear. Oh dear. I dived in a bit there, but they have slowed down. Gave it in the middle. Gave it to a good run of Lewis Potter again. Out wide to Callum Elder, the left back, and Pollock with the tackle. On the hour mark, Hull City have a corner ball. It's going to be Malik Wilkes to in-swing. Had a stint at Grimsby on loan, as it doesn't really go anywhere. Garcia to come away with it as well and keep on going. Just keep on going, Raul Garcia. You've got pace for a big lad, as we're going to give it into Martin as well. You haven't got passing. And Samuelson in the middle. I think he must have come off the bench for whoever got injured. I'm guessing it was Ben Sheaf. as that's a great ball out to Martin. Can he get involved? Player of the season, definitely for us. I don't know about the league. I think he was. With a good switch of play onto Maxi Wright, and Elder, good watching him. Just literally under 20 minutes until we're a championship side. We have not played any championship teams in this series apart from Wickham and Luton, who came down, and Barnsley, of course. But we've never got far in the Cup. We've never played a Premier League side. We could get a Premier League side in the third round of the Cup, which we automatically go into. I'm already dreaming of it. Are you? As hopefully you are. Hopefully you can have the faith. I mean, I've got to try and still defend, though, to make it a reality. Good passing into Sheaf, who is actually still on the field. Malik Wilkes. Oh, what a tackle, McEachran. What a tackle, McEachran. He's done nothing this game. And then he really had to get in there as Connolly's going to run away with it. Give it down the line to Maxi Wright. Maxi Wright to wrap the game up. 10 minutes to go. Max Wright across the net. He has done it. It's a voice break. I don't care. It's at the Hull end. I don't care. Grimsby Town, little Grimsby Town in the relegation spots in real life, are going to be in the EFL Championship, the highest EFL league there is, the second in English football, all the way from the bottom, courtesy of a youth player. If you're a Grimsby fan in real life and you've seen them go through the National League playoff final, managed by Paul Hurst, who is now manager in real life, you all know about that Nathan Arnold moment, and that is it in our career. It's Max Wright this time. If you don't know, Nathan Arnold scored in a 3-1 win in the last minute to guarantee us getting up to the Sky Bet Leagues, and it looks like Max Wright's done it again. We can still concede. I don't want to. There's the through, and that might be a red card. I don't want to lose. Oh, it's Pollock as well who's not going to be lifting the trophy. Of course, can concede. Got a good chance of the free kick and might be losing a man. It's not a good end to the final, as it's a red card. It's a straight red as well. Even if he didn't have a yellow, it's a straight red. Matty Pollock will not be... Well, he won't be lifting the trophy anyway. It's going to be Nightingale. Put Tunnicliffe on, who's a defensive midfielder. Please, don't let them score and get a bit of a momentum up, because this could be a nervy ending now, as it's Honeyman. No, it isn't. It's Samuelson with a strike, and he hits the crossbar. Get it out, as it's a header, and it's saved. Jeebus. Jeebus, that was close, as... Could be another to us, you know. It's Martin, who's been threaded through in the last minute. Josh Martin to guarantee EFL Championship football. That's why you don't play your backup keeper in a game as important as this. As Josh Martin's just going to make it forward. It's actually a thrashing in the playoff final. We're going to go with the Grimsby fans, as you can see, who ran to the other side of the field. As Matt Ingram's to blame there. Definitely to blame. We beat the rivals to go up to the next league. I'm sorry if I have screamed my head off. But Grimsby Town, my club, didn't grasp it the first time, going to be in the Championship. The next league up, if we get promoted from this one, we've done the double as well. Promoted from League 2, promoted to the Championship from League 1. The next could be the Premier League. Of course, going to be a bigger challenge. Got teams we have not faced. Never played a Sheffield club. There'll be teams that come down from the Premier League who we're going to play next season. Am I going to put the emphasis on promotion next year? No. I want to get low mid-table or just avoid relegation. If we build the team better, of course we'll try and go up, as that is a beautiful ribbon on the trophy. Black and white for the Black and White Army in Grimsby Town. Lift that trophy, boys, and lift us up into the next league. It's going to be Nightingale. Shane Pollock is not going to be there. I think he'll be out of the dressing room at the back somewhere. It's his first trophy we've won as well, as Grimsby Town have won the League 1 playoff final against Hull City 4-1 and get promoted to the Championship. Oh, and did I mention we're promoted? I think I said it a couple of times on repeat there. As of course, we go up the league, and a really shocking stat from the last game, we had more possession. We had more possession in a game, as fourth position has done the job. Nightingale, I think it's going to be 70 rated now, is it? He's been an absolute stalwart. Yes, he is. 70 rated, and he's, I think, going to be the captain in the Championship. He's not even a Grimsby starter player, but he has just been my favourite player to use, literally. I'm going to go through the players in order, of course, as Luton win the league. I didn't see that before. Odstuma didn't come on. I think he's going to go. And yeah, roundup time. After a very successful season, we have to decide a lot of things. We're not going to decide who goes and stays. That's going to be done off screen and shown in the next episode. Not sold, but put on the lists and everything. As these are all the players, got a lot out on loan. Starting with McEwen, of course. McEwen's been absolutely amazing. I'm going to go into the stats page. Yeah, 13 clean sheets. Played every single game. Same with Doig, although he didn't get a high rating. Taylor's been forced out of the squad a bit, which I feel sorry for him for, as Matty Pollock's come in, and deservedly so. Darnell Johnson, might have to drop him off in this league, you know, if we're going to improve. Arnson's definitely gone, he's retiring. Nightingale is coming up with me. Loved how he played. And Hendry, being an ever-present in the team. Might keep him here, but I don't think he's going to be a starter. And that means Millen will have to go. Mitchell comes back. No, he's on a 2-year loan. Him. Buckley, I think, is going to go permanently. Danny Rose, unfortunately, retiring. Player of the season last year with McEachran. Actually got 7.1 for the year. Really good rating. Tunnicliffe's been decent off the bench. Don't know if we drop him off as well. If a bid comes in, I'm definitely going to accept it. McMillan, can't wait for him back, but then again, Pope's going to be in front of him. Spokes, probably going to drop him off, maybe in League 2, you know, 63 rated. Clifton, 11 goals, 5 assists. Great rating. He's going to stay with us. Grimsby through and through, even if he isn't in the first team. Otsuma, we've already discussed, will be leaving us. Connolly, 17 assists. Highest rated player so far at 7.4. 8 goals. He is going to stay and hopefully be in the first team unless we get offers from the Prem. Murphy, again, another player I might drop off at this league. Martin, 23 goals and 15 assists. He is, funnily enough, lower rated season round-wise than Connolly. So I think if a big bid comes in like there was at the start of the season, I may consider, but of course I want to keep him here. He's been great. Got players coming back like Cruikshank, maybe another loan for him. Tilly, probably going to be sold. Leach, maybe kept around the squad. That's a decent rating. Max Wright's definitely going to be kept. Akpan maybe goes on a permanent, only 60 rated. I think it's time we release Montel Gibson. He needs to get his potential. Jackson Jr., 7.0 rating, which is very good, but then again, not playing for me, and he's probably going to want to go on to pastures new. Long, I'd like to keep around, but I think he'll get other plans with how little he's played. And of course, Garcia has been absolutely great. 23 games and 23 goals. Highest rated player since he's come in. And then Torrey at Huddersfield. Don't know how he's at Huddersfield, as I am going to award my player of the season. We've scored 102 goals. I don't usually favour attackers, but if you look at it broadly, it's going to be Martin. The league and the season, of course, has belonged to Martin. My player of the year, Nightingale. We've conceded a lot of goals, but this guy has been in every single defence. We've switched it between Johnson, Taylor, Pollock, but Nightingale has been the captain and there all season round, so he's my best player. And yes, next season will be a championship season. Of course, like always, get the comments in right now so I can see them nice and early for who you want me to sign going into the championship. I do have a list. Not going to show you it right now. Going to add to it as I progress to the next season openers. Unfortunately, guys, this is the end of a very, very successful episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well so you do not miss the championship season. And hopefully the Prem if we can get there at some point. And I will see you all in that episode. Stay safe, in a bit, and peace.